Hey guys, it's Mist here again for another video today, and I'm going to be starting my franchise mode on NHL 17. As you can see, I'm going to be GM Mist, so let's move on to what team we're going to pick. So obviously there's lots and lots of teams in the NHL to choose from. There's a few interesting ones I was thinking, Arizona, Buffalo, Carolina. Um, I know New Jersey was another one I was thinking of. Getting rebuilding teams and then rebuild them from GM messed up for a few seasons. Islanders was another one. But I think I'm going to pick the Vancouver Canucks, one of my former favorite teams when they made it to the Stanley Cup playoff or finals one year, and I remember that it was really great. Um, so hopefully we can do well. So obviously it says that our best players are Henrik, Daniel, Sedin, and then we've got Alexander Edler. So a few things for this draft or for this franchise mode. The best things to do, I personally find, I'm turning owner mode off just so I can't get fired, and I do not like playing with the owner mode stuff. It's just not fun, I find. I'm going to keep CPU trades on, and then another thing is I'm going to turn waivers off, and I'm also going to turn morale meetings off because morale, there's still morale changes. I just don't like doing the morale meetings because they're so random with so many teams, and I don't want to put up with it because it can affect growth quite enough. And if people are sad enough already, and I go and hold a team meeting and then someone doesn't like what I said, they're going to be even more pissed. So I'm going to turn that stuff off. Then assistant coach edit lines, everyone turns off, so I'm just going to turn that one off too. So we're going to keep the salary cap on. Wait, I just want to make sure. So we're keeping the salary cap on and CPU trades, yes. CPU trades doesn't really affect us, so we're going to do some other rules and settings. So quick settings real quick. I'm sure you guys aren't going to like this one, but I'm going to turn injuries completely off because I really do not like the injuries because it can just stunt your player's growth completely. And I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure you guys aren't gonna like that. Like I could turn the slider down a lot, but I don't want any injuries because I don't want any of my players to get injured and to really ruin their growth. So, salary cap keep on, trade difficulty medium, waivers off, relocation off. I believe that's it. So now we're gonna go to the gameplay sliders and actually turn the injury off because, like I said, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna put a 1% chance. I do not want any injuries throughout this GM mode because, like I said, it can really affect your player's growth. So we aren't gonna do 25 years of of a franchise mode more than likely. But let's start it. So I'm gonna keep the salary cap on. So now GM Mist starts his career as a Vancouver Canuck. So there's a few things I want to look at. First off, I want to look at the roster and see some of the contracts because I know there's some hefty contracts. And I know right away on the trade block we have Daniel and Henrik Sedin, and I'm going to look to trade them away this episode probably, if not the next one, before I really get any of the real simulations going because I don't really like Daniel and Henrik, and they're both really old. So if I can get rid of them for some draft picks or from some prospects or a current player right now, I obviously want to do that. So we're just gonna go to trade and improve to do this because I don't. I know I'm sure there is another way to do it. I don't know, but I'm just gonna do it like this. So we're gonna look. Actually, so yeah, we got about 7 million to spare, and then we got Daniel Henrik and Ryan Miller on the trade block. So we're gonna look at forwards for now. So highest overall forwards we have Daniel and Henrik Sedin, both at 88, 35 years old. We got Brian Suter, Brandon Sutter, sorry. 27. Louis Eriksson, 31. Bo Horvat, I'm going to keep. He's a top 6. Sven Berchi, I'm also going to keep top 6. Reed Boucher, I'll probably keep. Play him in the top 9. Jake Virtanen, I'll keep. Derek Dorsett, I don't know. He's bottom 6, so I might keep him. Marcus Granlund, might keep as well. He's a depth forward. Jack Skill, I don't know. Anton Roden, Joseph Cramarosa, Brock Besser. I'll keep him for the most part. I'll probably play him in the junior. Brendan Gaunce, Drew Shore, Nikolai Goldobin. So I'm gonna keep Goldobin because I've seen crazy growth out of him before, and as long as you actually play the kid, he will grow. It was honestly a stupid trade for Yannick Hansen that the Sharks did. I wouldn't have got rid of Goldobin, but what can you do? So then Alexandre Grenier, Michael Chaput, Mike Zalewski is a high AHL top 6, and Bill Sweat, Borna Renjulik, Jason Magna, Cole Cassels, Joseph Labatt, Griffin Molino, Rodrigo Bulls, Brett McKenzie, Dmitry Zhukanov, Michael Carcone, Luka Jasic, Jacob Stukel, Zach McEwen, and those are all the forwards, I believe. So now I'm going to look at some of the highest paid contracts. We got Hank and Dank with $7 million. It's going to be hard trying to get rid of those. Louis Eriksson at $6 million. For how many years left? 6 years? I do not. You know, I might be able to get rid of him then, because 6 years left for $6 million, hopefully, because I really don't like him. He's old. Like I said, like these 3 are old, and I don't really want them. So now let's go look at the defense. We'll look at overall. We got Alexander Edler, Christopher Tanev, Erica Branson. Let's see the potential. Ben Hun, Lucas Sabiza, Nikita Triumkin, Troy Stetcher, obviously going to keep him. Philip Larson, I'm looking for another prospect. Don't know where he is. Andre Pedin, Jordan Subban, Chad Billings, Tom Nielsen, Ashton Sautner, Olu Levy. Here's the other prospect I'm going to keep as a low elite. Anton Setterholm, Evan McEney, Carl Neal, Guillaume Brisbois, Tate Olson, Jalen Chatfield, Cole Candela, and that is it for defense. So we've got a few good prospects I'm going to keep. Obviously, I'm going to keep Ua Levy, and I'm going to keep Stetcher probably for the most part. And then obviously for goalies, we got Thatcher Demko. So I don't want to use him now because I want to play him 1 year in the NHL, and hopefully he can start. But at the same time, I don't know. I want to get rid of Ryan Miller because he's got a big contract as well. $6 million for 1 year left, though. I might keep on to him if I can't trade him. Just keep him and Markstrom, and hopefully Ryan Miller. I'll just release Ryan Miller at the end of the season. Markstrom, though, he's kind of young. He might be able to grow a little bit. He could be the starter until Demko is higher. It's just a higher rating and can play better. Hopefully this can all work out. So what I want to do is get rid of Henrik and Daniel Sedin if I can. So just one sec. Draft picks. We'll look at some drafts. Pretty sure we have a lot. Yeah, alright, so we got quite a few first rounds. I want to try not to use my first rounds as much as I can, because Obviously, you just don't want to. So immediately, I want to get a first line. Actually, I'm gonna go to the lines real quick. I want to get a first line center since I'm getting rid of both Henrik and Daniel Sedin, and I don't know if I want Bo Horvat in the top or in the first line. Same thing for Sven Baertschi. I don't know if I want him on the first line. Like I don't want this first line completely. I just want to get rid of all three of them. Like I said, I'll keep Baertschi, keep Sutter, keep Horvat. Those three will be my top three, or my bottom three probably, possibly. May play Baertschi and Horvat up. Defense, Edler, Tanev. I want to keep Tanev because he's low elite. Alexander Edler, though, I don't know. I might keep him. Eric Branson, I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to give Eric Branson more ice time because he is a medium elite, and Edler has capped off at 30. I still got a few more years for Branson to grow. Ben Hutton, I know he can get pretty high overall if you play him right. He's a high top four, so I could play him first line. Lucas Sabizo's top six, and Troy Stetcher's a high top six. And goalies, we got Markstrom and Miller and that. So, yeah, I think I might play Markstrom. Or I think I might just keep these two goalies if I can't get rid of Miller. Like I said, Miller expires at the end of the season. So I do want to get rid of my entire first line. So there are some trades I've been wanting to do. I want to get a stud defenseman, but I don't think I actually need to because I have enough defensemen in this or in the system. So we're gonna go to the San Jose Sharks and we're gonna try and get a young center off them. I'm sure you guys can guess him by the name of Thomas Hertl. So hopefully it's not too hard to get him. Like I said, I'm gonna get rid of the Sedins. So if Hank and Daniel, I'll just put in Hank. Center for center. San Jose would be over the maximum salary cap. I'm going to have to take someone else from them. Sorry if you guys heard that notification. That was just my phone. So like I said, I have to take someone off them for some salary cap. Mikael Bodker, maybe Melker Carlson. It's top fine. I could take Yannick Hansen back. I'm gonna see instead of Henrik, if I can put Louis Eriksson in, so it would be less for the salary. And if I really have to, I'll just have to retain some salary. Let's see if I can get this into the green for them. Okay, well, I'm retaining 3 million. If I can retain less than that, I'm gonna try to. Can I? Oh yes, I can. So I can still propose a trade. Yeah. Can I literally do like 1 million? If I can do like 1 million, that'd be awesome. Because I want to keep as much trade value as I can. I can still propose the trade. What if I get rid of it? Okay, no, I can't then. I can literally retain. What is that? 50,000? 500,000? I don't know. Something. I think it's 50,000. Yeah. Alright, so Louis Eriksson for Thomas Hertl. I doubt that'll go through. Done alright meeting the block. Value our sending just isn't enough. So I think I'm going to toss in. Do they have a full roster? They do not. So I could get in someone with high-ish trade value that I wouldn't mind tossing out. 59 at 19. I don't have him signed. I don't know. He's 59 overall and he's 19. He's probably not going to do too much. 79 at 25 as well. I'll throw him in because, like I said, they just aren't going to do much anymore since they've basically capped out. So how was that? Trade rejected. Alright, see, the salary cap is way over for them, but they can still take it for some reason. So I'm going to have to throw a draft pick in here. I'm going to try and get it maybe a late second, like a 2022 second. See if I can get that to go through. Thomas Hurdle. Is it on the team? Awesome. So I'm just going to do best rosters for now. I'll do everything else later. So that's that. So now I want another forward that can do really good for me. And this is, love this guy. I don't know if I want to do it or not, if I want to do this guy or not. He's a forward, he's a low elite on the Anaheim Ducks. Nick Ritchie. Very good growth out of him. Like after year one, we'll see him probably 86 overall, around that 85, 86 area. So I could definitely do that. Now I want to get rid of someone with a big salary cap. So Hank or Daniel once again. Can I? He'll be way over the salary cap. I'm just gonna put it up a little bit to see how much. See, I'm making teams better by giving them the Sedins and Louis Eriksson for now. Like right now they'll be better, but not much in the future. God, I might have to retain the whole thing. 50%, still not gonna go through. I could pick someone else up. You know what, we'll sort it by highest trade value. Let's see, I've seen Max Jones grow. He's pretty good. Never seen Steele and Natanen grow, but could take them. Nick Kerdeals, I know he's really good. I really like Nick Kerdeals. He grows too. He's a top 9. I could play him this year if I wanted, so I could see some growth out of him. Still not enough though. Yeah. Because they're both on their entry level contract. Nick Kerdeals is on his last year of it. Let's see, what do they have? An expensive goaltender. Jonathan Bernier, maybe. Jonathan Bernier's $4 million. Don't know how much years is left. He's got 1 year left. I just realized why I can't do the trade. It says Vancouver would have 3 traded players with more than, or with retained salary, so I can't do this trade. But I like I said, I don't know if I want to get Nick Ritchie. I think I might later. But as of right now, I have Thomas Hurdle. I'm gonna write this down. Bearchi, Hurdle, and Horvat. I don't know if that's gonna be my first line, but I need a second line as well. So, just trying to think of young players I could get right now. How about Teuvo Teravainen? It's a top 6, I believe. Jeff Skinner, maybe even. Teuvo's really young, 82 overall. He's top 6. Jeff Skinner's a medium elite. I've seen him grow crazy if he gets the ice time. They've got plenty of cap space. I could give them both Sedins. Look at that. I could give them both Sedins and they still have the cap. Jeff Skinner and Teuvo Teravainen. I'm going to try that. Lindholm or Teravainen? Lindholm's higher rated, younger. Teravainen's older and lower. Both medium top 6. Both third line scoring forwards. Let's see, who's got the Lindholm's out of his, or 2.7. 1 year left for Teuvo. There's 2 years left for Lindholm. I think I might try and take Lindholm. I've never used Elias Lindholm. see if I can get this to go through. Can I? Rejected. Isn't sufficient. Yeah, I can see why. Let's see. I'm going to put in a draft pick. They want some second rounders. I'll try a 2021 second round. I'm not too worried about giving up second rounders because nothing really turns out other than first rounders. So what if I give them these two third rounders as well? Definitely on my side. Trade accepted. Awesome. So the early rebuild is looking good now. So I've got Skinner and Lindholm, and then we'll see. Let's see. Damn, I'm happy with that. So we've got Skinner, Sutter, and Lindholm. I don't want to play. I want to play Hurdle on the. Nope. I want to play Hurdle on the on the first line. Sorry. Reed Boucher. I want to put Sutter. Sutter's top 9. Boucher isn't. I don't know. Lindholm. We'll switch these two around. Baerchi, Boucher. Brock Besser's a top 6, and Derek Dorsett's a bottom 6, so I'm going to do that. Bottom 6, top 9, bottom 6. Cramarosa could still grow. He's got time to grow. Like I said, Brandon Sutter is 27. Don't know if I want to play Reed Boucher here, or if I want to get another potential stud in the top 6. Like, I know Hurdle and Skinner will be good together. I'm excited to see that. Reed Boucher. Let's see. Sorry if it's a little boring right now. I'm sure you guys aren't too happy with what I'm doing right now, but I want to get the early rebuild going right now. Like I said, I haven't really said this, but I am not too worried about making the playoffs until year 2 or 3, to be honest, because obviously this isn't a great team and it's going to take some time for it to grow. So now I want to get another top 6 stud. I'm just thinking of teams I could do. Oh, yep, I know who I'm taking. I'm going to take a center on the team. He's a low elite, I believe. Yeah, low elite, Sam Bennett. So picked like 4th overall. Yeah, 4th overall in the first round of 2014. He's low elite. He's 20 years old. He's super young. If I play him, I think I'm going to play him on the first line as well instead of Elias Lindholm. I'm going to put I don't remember the second line right wing down. So don't really want to give up any prospects. I'll give him a draft pick. Give them back a draft pick since they basically are giving me their first round. I don't know. It's definitely on my side. I can give them one player probably. Let's see. I want to get rid of. Well, I don't really want to get rid of anyone, but I'm sure there's a 4 that I could get rid of. Let's see. Jordan Subban, I don't know. Brendan Gaunce, no. Yeah, Boucher, that was the other one. You know what, I'm going to toss in Tom Nielsen. He's an AHL top 2. And they want him, so hopefully I could do that. Also gonna have to put in a draft pick here. 2019 second and a 2022 third. Should be able to get away with just those two. Yeah, it's awesome. So Shore just got moved down. Gambetta is now on the team. So sweet. Is there anything else I want to do now? Okay, so I'm gonna send Brock Besser down because he's 19 and 78, so he's pretty good. Send Goldobin down. Send Besser. Is there anyone I can call up this year? Triumkin and Virtanen, I'm going to call them up. Let's see, for forwards. Okay, so I have 13 forwards. I can send one other down. See who's the youngest or with the most potential. No, I think I might send Cramarosa down so he can grow. Then, alright, so I will do that. Okay, and then how about defense? Edler, Tanev, Ranson, Hunt, so he's a Triumkin. Do I want to send someone else down instead of Triumkin? I just called him up. The depth defenseman. Both high top 6. So Biza. No, okay, so I'm gonna send. Wait, which one is younger? Both the same. I'm gonna send Stetcher down. Yeah. And then we'll do best lines. Let's see. So I don't know if I want to do anything with my defenseman yet. I just want to look at it one more time. And I think I'm going to end the first episode here. We've been recording for a little while, so got Edler and Tanev. I want to keep Tanev. Branson, Ben Hun, Lucas Abiza, and Nikita Triumkin. Okay, so instead of Lucas Abiza, I'm going to trade for someone. I already know who I'm going to trade for. Yeah, I know who I'm going to trade for. It's either, yeah. I'm going to trade for an elite defenseman. Hopefully I can get him. He's young. He's like 22, I believe, 21 maybe. He's on the Colorado Avalanche. He's one of my favorite players. He's honestly great. It is Chris Bakeris. And then it's for Lucas Abiza. And instead of Edler, I'll put Edler and Branson together. Okay, they got a full roster. Will that? No, it's not going to go through 1-for-1. I'm going to have to toss in a draft pick in here. I'd rather do a lower value, like 23rd round. Can that go through? Yes, it can. Alright, so awesome. We got Big Riss in the lineup as well. Multiple morale changes for trading Sabiza, but I mean, it's gonna happen. So there we go, guys. I think that's where we're gonna end the first episode. I'm not gonna do any more trades. Of course, I've already done a few. Like I said, I'm gonna keep the goaltending because I want to kind of tank throughout this season. So yeah. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this first episode of this franchise mode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.